Normally, you don't want to go this crazy with the color correction. So let's delete all this. So we're back to normal. And instead, we're going to use a lookup table to make this image look a little bit better. A lookup table is a LUT, and Josh Beckwith, he's an amazing Spark creator, and he has this GitHub that has a download link to the Spark LUT patch. And this is, I think, what everyone uses to do LUTs. So go over there, download from him, and if you want, donate to his GitHub, because he's great. So now what this LUT patch does, it takes an incoming image and it uses a reference image or a LUT, switches it up, and then outputs a new image. So in order to illustrate this, I have a neutral LUT here. And a neutral LUT is essentially what the camera already sees. So we'll pull this in just as kind of a baseline. And we'll connect this to the LUT and the camera texture to this texture. And then we'll plug this into here. So now this canvas has the LUT applied, but nothing happens because this is neutral. So to make our own LUT, you can use Photoshop, or I prefer using Affinity Photo. And you can make changes to a photo and then apply those changes to this default LUT or this neutral LUT, and the changes will take place in Spark. So let's try this out. I'll add a warm light balance to give it a little sunshiny feel. Now I'll add a curves adjustment and just boost up the blue shadows here. So we get this kind of cozy, warm autumn look. Now I can take these two layers, copy them, and paste them on top of this LUT. So you can see, here's the neutral LUT, and here's the affected LUT. It's very similar, but especially in the bottom right, or really all along the bottom, you can see the adjustment. So now let's save this as a ping, and it has to be a ping, it can't be a JPEG, because JPEGs offer a lot of compression, where pings are much more lossless. And we'll add it to this LUT folder I have, and just call it autumn. So now you can see here's the autumn LUT, and here's the neutral LUT. So bringing this in, when you import textures into Spark, you'll notice it's processing here, and that means it's creating a compressed version of what you imported. So it might be smaller or work a little bit better, but you start getting artifacts or you start losing some color information. So you need to make sure no compression is enabled. You might also want to turn filtering to none, just in case you have issues. So now we can bring this in, and instead of using this neutral LUT, we can use this autumn LUT. And now you can see, similar to this image, a little bit warmer in the midtones and cooler in the shadows. And that's working here.